Hello everyone, I'm X13 and welcome back to the Aeroteam channel. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to build the Boeing-Saab T-7 Red Hawk in 1.5:1 scale. This build is in 1.5:1 scale, meaning 1 meter in real life equals exactly 0.7 blocks in Minecraft. This aircraft will scale perfectly with all other 1.5:1 tutorials on the channel, as well as your own 1.5:1 scale builds. As always, this aircraft does make use of our very own Aeroteam texture pack. A download link to the latest version, currently pre-release 2, can be found on our website aeroteam.org. If you can't download the pack for whatever reason, I'll be giving some tips to convert the aircraft to default throughout the video. However, please keep in mind this aircraft was designed in the pack, so it may look a little bit odd without it. As for dimensions, this aircraft is 21 blocks long, 15 blocks wide, and 6 blocks tall. And right before we get started, I'd just like to ask you all, please subscribe. It's free, and you'll be the first to know when all of our new videos come out. So let's get going. Alright, so to begin this build, first, we're going to start 7 blocks in front of where you want the nose gear to be here. So here's the nose gear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're just going to come up 2 full blocks and have 2 birch trapdoors on the top half of the block in a row, just like that. Now, again, as I mentioned before, this is in the Aeroteam texture pack. So in this pack, for instance, we have white wool stairs, slabs, trapdoors, sorts of stuff like that. So if you're using the pack, just keep in mind that, I'll be saying birch, purple, but, that's all white. And if you don't have the pack, I'll try and offer some solutions. However, there's some certain parts on this aircraft where that might get a little bit hard. So for instance, here, if you're in default, just use some iron trapdoors. Now come back 2 blocks with the purple top slab, and then have 2 purple stairs, 2 upside down purple stairs here facing forward. So we're going to want to do them like, like this. Now we can get out our quartz slab and just place 2 top slabs right there. Then we're going to get out our purple slab again and have 4 top slabs coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 quartz slabs in a row. 1, 2, and 3. Now we can have our 2 purple top slabs. Then 3 birch trapdoors. And finally, 1 spruce trapdoor, which is a stone texture in the pack. If you don't have that, just use like another sort of gray style trapdoor. I'm not entirely familiar with what trapdoors there are in default, but yeah, you can probably think of something for that. And that is all for layer 1, so very simple. Alright, going on to layer 2 here. First, we're going to come up to this first birch trapdoor here, and just place 1 more birch trapdoor on top of it. Then a purple slab behind, and now we're going to do 6 layers of snow, which is also a wool texture in the pack. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to place 8 blocks of white wool behind this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that snow there, you can just see, gives it a nice subtle curve there. Alright, moving back from that, we're going to come back to our second block of wool, which should be right over that first stair, and place 2 birch trapdoors closed on either side. Behind that, we're going to have 2 dead brain coral fans, which are a vertical slab in the texture pack. Now if you're in default here, you can just probably put some diorite walls or something similar to that there to get that sort of same thickness. And we'll do that on both sides. Now coming back from that, we're going to get our purple stairs and place 3 in a row upside down facing outwards. So 1, 2, 3, like so. And the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, and 3. And outwards from those, we're just going to get our birch trapdoors again, and on the last 2, place them unclosed just right there. Like so. Alright, now we can get our white wool out again and just place a row of 3 across here. And then now we're going to get our block of quartz out and do a 3x3 little square just right here. So just like that. Now we're going to get our dead brain coral fan out again and just place 3 on either side, like so. Sorry about that. Not quite like that, actually. We're going to be placing them just right behind these trapdoors here. So they should cover the first 2 blocks of quartz, but not that last one. Coming back from that block of quartz, we're going to place a 2x3 of white wool here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, just like so. And then get our birch trapdoors out and just place 2 more top ones on these first 2 blocks right here. Now we're going to get our white wool out once again and just place 2 in a row right here. And then now we're going to get out a polished basalt block, as well as a barrier and fire coral fans. And we can just place this polished basalt right here, and then a barrier right behind it with fire coral fans on either side. And that basalt just is a really good texture for the inside of the jet engine, so you have to use that. And then this these vertical fire slabs are just there for the afterburner. Now we can fill in this little gap here with more purple stairs, same as when we did it up front. So they're going to be upside down facing out towards the side. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. That's most everything done for layer 2. Now what we can do just right now is the horizontal stabilizers. They're very small, as you can see right there, so they really don't require their own little section, so we can just do them right now. So coming back from these last 2 upside down stairs, we're just going to place purple top slabs and then add another one just on the back there. Come out from those last 2 with purple slabs, and then just from this last one, just a birch trapdoor. And we can do the same thing on the other side here with these last 2 stairs. Come out and then 1 back. Come down from the last 2 and birch trapdoor on the end. And that is it for layer 2. Alright, now for layer 3, let's first come up to this first full block here at the nose. And just place a jungle button perpendicular to the fuselage, so make sure it's in its wider state, like so here. And again, this is a white button in the pack. If you're not using the pack, maybe use a birch button or something like that. Now, starting with the canopy, we're going to just come right back from that button with a nether brick slab. Again, this is a black wool texture in the pack. You could use probably polished blackstone, one of those for this section. Coming back again, we're going to have 2 full blocks of nether brick. And then we're going to get an acacia trapdoor and just place a ring around it on that second block. Now we can get out our light blue glazed terracotta, and that is a half white wool and half black block. It's also a half smooth stone, half black block in the pack. And we're just going to get the one that is white on bottom, black on top. So that is this orientation. And just place 4 of those in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Now we can get acacia signs and just place those on the first 2 like that, which gives it that nice rounded appearance like you see there. And just like so. Now the 4th layer, though we're only on layer 3 right now, is small enough that I'm just going to incorporate it into this one. So we can just place behind this first trapdoor 2 nether brick slabs and then another acacia trapdoor just behind that. Now we're going to take 3 blocks of just white wool and just come back from this last light blue glazed terracotta, just like so. 1, 2, and 3, and then a purple stair facing backwards behind that, and then 5 purple slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just behind that, we can put a stone slab, and that completes the afterburner of the jet engine. Coming back up to the front here, we can get out our birch trapdoors once again, and just on this third light blue glazed terracotta to the side, we can just place 1 of those, and then 5 purple slabs behind that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then just 2 birch trapdoors behind that row of 5. And we can do the same thing on the other side. So birch trapdoor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple slabs, and then 2 birch trapdoors. And finally, for this layer, just out to the sides of all of these slabs, we're just going to place a row of birch trapdoors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we can do that on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then now we're going to get out our jungle sign. And on that second trapdoor back, just place a jungle sign out to the side like so. That's just for a little extra strake that pops up from the sort of wing section of the aircraft. That's almost all. Now all we need is a jungle button and a lever. And just behind the back of the canopy here, oh sorry, I actually made a mistake here. We're going to be doing, if you get out your nether brick slab and acacia trapdoor, it should be 3 nether brick slabs and an acacia trapdoor behind that. So the acacia trapdoor should be on that last block there. Behind that trapdoor, just place a lever flicked facing backwards, and the jungle button this time parallel with the aircraft so that the longer side is in correlation with the aircraft. And that is it for the fuselage of the T-7. Alright, moving on. Now it's time for the wing. This is a very simple wing, probably one of the easiest ones to build on the entire channel. So all we're going to be doing is coming down to this first sign here and placing a trapdoor just under that. Then we can come back 3 trapdoors in total, and then place 2 purple slabs behind that. And then on top of these first 2, behind this sign here, just place 2 more trapdoors. Now we're going to be placing a row of 4 trapdoors out to the side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just skipping that first block. And then we're going to do a square of 2 here, or a 2 by 2 square. So 1, 2, 1, 2, like so. And then just 1 on the back right here. And believe it or not, that is it for the wing. It's pretty simple, so I will also do it on the other side. So here, come up to this sign and just place a trapdoor right below that. Come out to the side 2 more times, and then you got your purple slabs. 2 birch trapdoors on top of those first 2 blocks here. Then 4 trapdoors out to the side on that bottom one, sorry, not the top. Then your little 2 by 2 square, and then just 1 more out to the side. And that'll do it for the wings. Okay, and for the second to last part of the build, we're just going to come down to these 3 slabs here, just after these 2 trapdoors, and place 3 trapdoors facing out, and then flick those up, like so. And then on the side of that, just place 3 more flicked facing up. Now, coming back from that, we're going to first, and this is going to be a little bit of rolled edit, but if you don't have rolled edit, that should be okay. All you have to do is place 3 walls just along there. Now if you do have rolled edit, you can make that look a little bit better. Just do a little 2 by 3 of walls right here, and take this bottom middle wall here, and just use the REPL command. Sorry, I didn't explain it. Just get a stick or any tool, type /REPL 0, and then left click this middle block here, and then you can just right click that over onto those 2 right there. Then for that last one right there, we're just going to take this one right here and REPL that over. Now with our birch trapdoor, we can just come back once more and place that on top of here twice and flick those up, and then do the same thing as we did on the bottom with both sides. And those did redo themselves, so I'll just redo this real quick. There we go. And I can just do that on the other side again, as it's very quick. So just do 3 trapdoors in a row, 3 on the other side, and then just 3 temporary blocks here, or just regular blocks if you want to go rolled edit. And then those 2 trapdoors up top. And then we can just replace these blocks over. Let's see, just like so. Sometimes they kind of glitch out like that. There we go. And that's it for the horizontal stabilizers. And if you're just building the in-flight version of this aircraft, you are done. Alright, so first starting with the nose landing gear here. we're first just going to take these two quartz slabs, and we can just replace them with the regular purple slabs. Then come to the left side of the plane only, or actually right side, starboard side, and just place two closed up birch trapdoors right there. That's just for the landing gear door. It's only on one side of the aircraft. And then we're going to take a wheel player head. If you don't have access to this, you can just use a wither skull. I don't know the exact ID of this, so I'm not sure, but if you just look up like wheel, it should come up. And we can just place that right here on that last trapdoor. Then above it, we're going to have to delete some blocks. So we can just delete this slab and that block above it, and unfortunately those two will also break. Now we're going to get our armor stand and just place that right on top of that head block right there. And then now we can just put the armor on it to make it a little bit thicker. So we can put iron boots and iron leggings, and then just replace the stuff in here. So I'm just going to use a stack command for that. So just do your first position there, second here, face backwards, / stack, and boom, there you go. And that is it for the nose landing gear. Now for the main gear, first we're going to delete all of these quartz blocks in here, just like so. And then you can get your birch trapdoors and just place those along the side here and flick those down. I'm just going to clean that real quick. There we go. And then you can replace those vertical slabs on the side that were there. And now just get your mossy cobblestone wall and just place a line of that down the middle. And that's it for the landing gear bay. Now what we're going to want to do is just place, you can get out your, let's see, iron bars, and place one of those here in the middle with two temporary blocks out to either side, just like this, and make it so that the iron bar will connect to either of them, or sorry, both of them. And then get out your lever and flick them down on either side of these, and then we're just going to use the repel tool yet again to do this. So then you can get those levers on the side of that iron bar. Now forward of those, I'm just going to place iron bars, and again to make them a little thicker, just place two in a row right here, and then pick this one facing backwards here, and just replace those both over. Now for the actual wheel, you can get out your polished blackstone wall. And let's just place outwards of this lever, not, let's see, right here, but right here, and just place one of those. Now you are again going to need roll it for this, so just place three of those in a row and get this middle one, and you can just replace those over. Now, actually what I'm going to do is delete these for now. I got a little ahead of myself there. Instead, to get the hub of the wheel, we can use armor stands and skulls so that it looks like there's an actual wheel hub in there. So where the wheels were, you could just delete those and delete this first block and that second one, and then get out your snow and then place 6 layers of snow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then just place an armor stand on it, like so, and just place that directly in the middle here. So that should be right there. And not quite. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, and 8 is right there. Just like so. And then you can place your skeleton skull on that. Now, if you want to be a little bit more exact about that, you can use /summon commands that the skull isn't slightly wonky. So instead, just place your cursor right where it was. So let me just find that point again. 2, 4, 6, and 8 right there. Then do /summon armor stand, and then add those coordinates, just like so. And then you can place the skeleton skull just on top of that. And we can do the same thing for this other side here. So just delete that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I believe it should be right here. / summon armor stand, and then those coordinates again. And you can place your skull there just again. Now to cover up this block, we can just use a stack command. So just stack that inwards, and same thing here. And now we can place our wheel. So as you can see, you can't place stuff where that skull is. So instead, we're going to have to move it in. So you can do that line of 3 right here. Select that, and then because we're going to be moving it 2 blocks back, so 1, 2, face backwards, and / move 2. And there you go. And now it is in there. We can just replace the correct one over again, just like that. We do the same thing on this side. So select that middle one, / move 2. Then break those, and just repel over the correct one. Now for one last step on these landing gear, we're just going to place any old block here. Just place 2 heads. And just to connect these levers to the wheels fully, get out a temporary block here, and just place levers like so on either side, and repel the opposite ones over to each other, just like so. And there you go. Now just for one final detail here, we're going to be doing the landing gear doors. I'm just going to repel that out in case it breaks when we try to place stuff here. But basically just along the side of the landing gear bay right here, these 3, just place 3 trapdoors in a row and flick them down just like that. And same thing on the other side. 1, 2, and 3. And you can see that those are connected to the gear doors now, which we don't want, so just replace those over again. And that, once I delete just all of this, will be it for the Boeing-Saab T-7 Red Hawk. Congratulations on completing this Aeroteam tutorial. Thank you for choosing an Aeroteam video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to use this aircraft in any public project as long as you give the Aeroteam proper credit. If you did build this tutorial, let us know by tagging us on Twitter at AeroteamMC, or share it with us in our Discord. If you did build this tutorial, consider subscribing. We do all sorts of Minecraft tutorials and showcases, and you can be the first to see them when they come out. Again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm X13, and thank you for watching.